What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cult of Collectors. It's going to be me and Jody holding down the fort this week. We have one person sick and one person in California.
Yep. Did you know this show traveled? I didn't know that.
No.
No, that's cool. Yeah, Lauren had a LA trip, and Mike's down. I see we've already got a Movie Hunter in the house. Hello, sir. Welcome. And tonight's gonna be short for me when it comes to the pickups because I only got one thing in this week, so I was slacking. And actually, I think the one thing that came in was supposed to be here like a week or so ago. So thank God it showed up. How about yourself, John?
I'm doing good. I got several things in. I don't think anything I got in is really from this week. I don't believe, except one. Well, one thing is something everybody I think's been waiting on to come in, and I think everybody started getting them this week, last couple of weeks. So I just got the version of it.
I might be jealous.
You want me to jump on into it?
Yeah, go right ahead since you've got the most of it. Mine's just
you might already have this. I don't remember. I can't remember if you showed this off or not, but I just got the regular 4K of The Running Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had that steelbook. Hell, it might still be in this closet, honestly.
There we go.
I still need to watch it, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, unfortunately. I was going to watch it last night, but I watched something else that's really good. But since this one's on the top, I'll show it first, though. I picked that up. One battle after another. I've got to watch it as well. I'm behind.
Yeah, we finally got the steelbook was supposed to drop around the same time, and they slacked. We just got the artwork for it this past week, and I think it's due in either June or July is when it's going to come out. Yeah. It's really weird.
But I watched this, and this is really good. This is a movie I hadn't heard about. It was a video that popped up on YouTube, basically doing a review of it, and I didn't know it was a review for this movie because I'd never heard of it. And I started watching the video, so I watched about 2 or 3 minutes. I was like, I'm going to stop this video so I can buy the movie and watch it. And I'd have it running. But this is Jerry and Marge Go Large. This is Bryan Cranston and Annette Bening.
Yeah, I've seen like clips of that online, but I've never watched the whole movie.
It is really, really good. It's basically about Bryan Cranston's character gets forced into retirement. He's he's worked for like 40 years at the same job at I think it was a cornflakes factory in Ohio. But regardless of that, he's a really intelligent guy, really good with numbers, good with mathematics and stuff. And so he starts noticing there's like a state lottery that they've been running, and he runs the numbers and he finds out that they've kind of made a mistake for their calculations. So it's actually, he figured a way to exploit it. And that's what he does. They start buying lottery tickets, and what's kind of cool about it, they bring in their community. Their community's kind of dying. It's a small town, and they bring in the community and form like basically a corporation, and they're all shareholders. So they end up using the money to rebuild their community, and it's based off a true story. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's just really cool movie. It's also got Rainn Wilson in it. It's really cool.
Yeah. The clips I've seen online look really good. I need to sit down and watch it.
This one I haven't watched yet. I didn't even see if I guess this is a series, but this is, if you watched last week, I had the actual live action version of this, but this is the anime version of The Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
Oh yeah.
Evidently the movie was just kind of one storyline it's a book originally, and I forget all the connections. It's the guy that made the anime. He did something else that I had, and it's kind of a weird connection from it. But This is another one I picked up. These are just a couple I picked up off of Hamilton. This is, I don't think I showed this, did it? The Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Maybe I showed this. I can't remember.
I don't think you did. I don't remember this one.
I think I put it in a video, but this was, I think this come out. I couldn't find the date on it the other day, and I think it came out like right at the end of the 80s. I never looked it up. It doesn't matter, but it looked cool. It has Sarah Jessica Parker, Helen Hunt, and Shannon Doherty. It's like a young Shannon Doherty. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I picked up a Blu-ray copy of this. I hadn't seen it in a long time. It's She's All That.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Freddie Prinze. And I couldn't believe I didn't have a version of this, but this is something that did recently come out. I can't remember if it came out this week or last week, but this is a really good movie, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. But this is the Arrow version of Save the Green Planet. This is a South Korean movie. I'm not going to get into it because it may come into play here in just a little bit.
All right.
This is a nice set.
Yeah, I remember when they dropped that. I really liked that front cover art, but I've never seen this movie.
It's a book and everything.
Oh, wow.
Seems like it has some cool discs in it. I will pop the disc open real quick. Yeah, I think it just has one disc. No, it's got two. But yeah, it's got
cool
looking disc. Yeah, 4K. I hate when those double trays won't latch back correctly. Yeah, this is a good movie, but like I say, that's all I'm saying at the moment. And I do have one other thing, but I have most of these on DVD before, but I picked up this brick of the complete series of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, nice.
They had it shrunk wrap really heavily, and it's pulled in the corners. I don't like that, but yeah, this is, well, it's not wanting to focus on that.
Blocking your background too much tonight.
Yeah. And I had one other thing that I picked up. This is also from Hamilton, even though I'm not a huge fan of VHS, but I did pick this VHS Blu-ray up of Fletch.
Oh, I have that. Those things are awesome.
Yeah.
I have several of those VHS styles. There's a couple I haven't gotten, but I got on a kick one time, and I was like, I need to find as many of these as I can. They're really cool.
And that's it for me this week. I probably should have took more time doing that. But...
Nice.
Everybody in the chat, if you guys want to, you can yell out some stuff you guys picked up this week.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's Island Hopper. That's Bill. That's our past guest with his awesome posters. He's in the house. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, how's it going?
The only thing I got in, which is pretty cool, because I like this label. This who did this? Cineverse. They did another one like this, but it's a steel book, but they're including a slipcover, and this is like I think the third or fourth release I've gotten from them where they included a slipcover on the steel.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like this artwork. Super cool. And the back, I just right before we went on, I opened it and I was like, "Ooh, that's a nice back. That's cool." But I like that because it keeps all the J card stuff separate. It protects the steel book. That's cool. And then it came with a fun lenticular inside of it. Nice. So that was pretty cool. We have 4K Blu-ray. Lauren was here. She would appreciate the inside art. She loves that. I haven't heard much about this film, honestly. This first Silent Hill was pretty good. This is Return to Silent Hill. So we'll see. I haven't heard a lot, and we'll see how it goes. But that was, and I think this was actually due to come in like last week, and it got pushed along with my Utopia 2, and I have no idea when that's coming, but it's still ordered. So we'll see if I actually get it. I don't know. But
is that an American-made movie, or is it Japanese? Or
no, this was American.
Okay.
God, I don't recognize any of the production houses on here. Yeah. The only bonus feature is a making of and then trailers.
But the reason I was wondering, I know I've seen some people do tours in Japan of. I've never played the Silent Hill games. I don't know if it's Silent Hill 2 or 3, but one of them, pretty much this town in Japan was used for the model of the game, and you can go there and kind of see locations that's in the game. So,
oh, nice.
That's why I was kind of wondering maybe it was a Japanese made movie. So
I don't think so.
So Movie Hunter is saying here. Sorry if we have a little bit slow night. All the dropouts kind of happen at the last minute. So
yeah.
Yeah. I got one still, Loner Life in Another World. Did I say that right? Yeah, Loner Life in Another World. And Lauren's pick last week of Hatching. Cool.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to watch that and come back and tell her how that was.
Sorry, I keep talking over you. I'm bad tonight about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Still waiting for his Silent Hill to come from Walmart and Amazon. Okay. Yeah, that Loner Life sounds good. I don't think I've seen that one. That's a cool sounding title. I'll have to look that up here in a minute. But yeah, I don't know. We were. I guess we're going to talk a little bit about remakes and things like that, and this evening. And I don't know where we'll really get started. I didn't actually pull a ton of stuff, but I did bring up a list. I did pull a list on. Pull up a little bit of a list here on ChatGPT just to get a little bit of context behind it. So I'll guess I'll start it off because
yeah,
one I just found out was a remake, and it's the one I was just talking about. This is Save the Green Planet, and so without looking on your phones, what can you think what movie it came out this year or 2025 that was up for Academy Award that this movie might be based on?
Oh no. Now I'm trying to remember.
Not a remake of, excuse me, it's a remake of. It's pretty much a fairly accurate remake. Well, sort of. There's some different things in it.
Was it up for Best Picture? Was it a?
I think it was for Best Picture. I'm not
sure.
Wow. I can't remember what all was up for Best Picture.
There was quite a few. Dang. Was it that One Battle After Another?
Sure. Nope. It is Begonia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, that's I'm learning something there. I thought Begonia was an original story.
Yeah, I didn't really look. A lot of times when I buy stuff, I don't look. I read a little bit of the synopsis and it sounded kind of wild, but it didn't really sound like Begonia. It didn't. I didn't really. So when I started watching the movie, I was like, the beginning's a little different, but then they actually kidnap a man and not a woman, and then they start, and there's something familiar, like they kidnap him and they put him in a basement area, and I was like, this seems familiar, and then they started shaving his head. I was like, is this? Then I had to look it up while I was watching it, and it was like, yep, it was based. Begonia is like a remake of it, somewhat.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a little more brutal though than the Begonia. They brutalized the guy, and the in Begonia, the brother who's he's kind of a mentally challenged.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's mentally challenged or he's ADHD or something like that, but he's in the movie in Save the Green Planet. It's a female who's like the boyfriend of the guy doing this stuff, but she kind of leaves early and she kind of gets mad at him for something, and the guy convinces the captor convinces him that he's doesn't love her or something, and so she questions and she leaves into the very end of the movie. It's weird, but Yeah, he gets pretty brutal with him, and also in that I don't really. There's not really much of it in Begonia, but there's actually kind of like a detective thing going on. There's a detective hunting after him. He's like some kind of, he's like one of these kind of outsider detectives. I guess he's technically works for, but he's like one of these guys that's really good, but he's kind of grungy, almost like a oh shit, fucking. Why am I forgetting his name? Not Matlock, not Matlock, but well, he's just kind of a bohemian type detective, but he's like really good. So he's hunting this guy down, and in the movie that they didn't really go into that too much in Begonia so much. There really wasn't that storyline going on.
Well, I'm gonna need to pick this up now.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was not aware of this. That's cool.
Yeah, Begonia. One of the things I didn't like is that, and this movie didn't go into it. Oh well, I mean the sci-fi elements there, and the whole plot's there. But what I didn't like about Begonia is they were trying to poke fun at they tried to poke fun at like conspiracy theorists a little bit.
Yeah.
And like the end, there was like a flat Earth. If you noticed that at the very end, there was like the Earth was a flat Earth at the end, and it had just like a dome over it, and they popped the dome. But in this movie, it's just a regular planet. It's stupid. Which of the flat Earth stuff is stupid, but it's hard to be ridiculed. But it's at the same time, that's what they were trying to poke fun. I hate people that kind of do that, even though it's just kind of aggravating. All right, we got a bunch of stuff rolling in here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. He said best TV series remake, Battlestar Galactica. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I actually need to look that up on ChatGPT. Best television. I didn't even think television when I was doing. I don't know why, even though I've got a ton of that stuff, and there's a lot we've talked about. Great performance of the '90s. We'll get to you here in just a little bit, Akers.
Yeah, Stacey's she's gonna be in here tonight with all the questions. I know it.
Hey, Gino.
Gino, what's going on?
Sorry, every time I forget Akers, it's her name Stacy. I shouldn't forget that because my cousin's name's Stacy. I don't know if that was for the chat or not. Oh, okay. We're caught up.
Yelled at work.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It might be a little bit of boring, not try to keep it going here a little bit. All right. I guess the next thing I'll show. Do you want to do something? I'll do something, or is there anything you wanted to show?
I am horrifically unprepared.
That's all right.
I know I think we were kind of going to do like remakes, and then I guess toward the end of it, we might even chime in with some stuff that we think should get a remake.
Yeah.
Or if you want me to chime in right now,
anything you want to do, whatever.
One of my top movies that is a near and dear movie to me, but if anything justifies a remake, not a sequel, a remake, it would be The Last Starfighter.
Okay.
I think that would make a great remake. It would even be a cool 6-part series, honestly. There's just so much in there now that could be done and updated with the video games and VR and the metaverse. I mean, you could do so much crazy stuff. Try not to go too Tron, but I loved The Last Starfighter, and I've always thought if a movie deserves a remake, it's definitely The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. That's a really nice looking steelbook too. Can you hold that back up?
Oh, that's actually just that's the Arrow slipcover.
Oh, okay.
I wish they did a steelbook. That would have been amazing.
that's
And
a good.
this is the Blu-ray version. They redid it in 4K. I have it too, but they didn't really change anything. It's the same exact packaging. But I love that artwork. I might have had a steelbook custom made at one time, actually, because I was like, somebody needs to make a steelbook of this thing.
Ghost Fever, really cool.
Oh yeah, Gina sent me. I saw it. Did you send me a picture of that? Or did you post a picture of that? I saw a picture of that.
Cool.
That's cool. Oh yeah, Alan Hopper Bill's in here saying the best remake was The Fly. You know what? You might be correct because that was a really good remake.
Yeah.
Yep, new CGI would make. Yep, I think so too. I think it would be, and like I said, I mean, it would be a cool movie, but you could almost do like a series on Netflix or Amazon or something, make it like a 6 or 8 part episode. It would be really cool. I'm not sure who holds the rights to that. Who holds the rights on the Universal? Oh shit! So Universal has it, and yeah, it would be cool. And like, I really wouldn't. You could do like little homages, I guess, but I wouldn't want it to be a sequel. I would definitely just say, try to make a new remake with some more original ideas on it. But I mean, it'd be cool to see some of the past characters, but we really don't need it.
One that I have several, the 3 different versions of it is A Star Is Born. I have the digibook of the Judy Garland.
Oh, there you go.
It's a pretty nice little set. It's got this is probably one a bunch of people have, but the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I love digibooks. Those are awesome.
And also have the Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson.
Mm-hmm.
Or just a Blu-ray version of it. And also the new one. I hate they sticky stickers on them. And the new 4K. The only one that I have not seen is there's one before the Judy Garland. Maybe it was a silent. I think Gino might be able to answer that one. The comment. I didn't look it up. I've seen it before. It might be on here where I pulled it up, but I can't remember. But there's like 4 different versions of it, or 5 or something. I don't know. It's been remade a bunch. A Star Is Born. Okay, versions 1937, 1950. Yeah, the 37 was original. I think that was the 54 one, Judy Garland, and 76, 2018. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, that was the 54 version.
Hey, yeah. I didn't know there was one before hers.
Yeah. 76 and 2018. Yep. I guess it wasn't a silent though, if it's 37. So that's kind of strange. But I say ChatGTP brought up some. It said true remakes. The Maltese Falcon, 1941, remake in 1931 version. That was a Bogart movie. The 41. Ben-Hur, I didn't know this was a remake. Ben-Hur, it was a 1925 silent.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. I don't know. And the 10 Commandments it was a 1923 version of it. I had to look it up. I don't know if that was Cecil B. DeMille who done that. I can't remember. Okay, the 70s through 90s, it says Scarface was a remake. There's a 19. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's James Cagney. The 32 version. Pretty sure it is, yeah. Cagney, at least. The Thing, which I did pull my 1951 version, but apparently I don't have. I know I have it on the new version on Blu-ray or something, but I couldn't find it. It's really strange. I thought I had it on 4K and can't find it. I don't know why. Huh. Maybe I don't have it on 4K. Maybe I have it on Laserdisc or something, and I've never bought it on 4K. But I'm gonna go and try to find it. Cape Fear was a remake.
Yep.
1962 version. Yeah. Okay, the 2010s. Now this don't have everything. I don't know why it's not, and I might be able to go in and refine it talk about some of it. We'll get over here. Okay, let's get Ocean's 11, of course. That's an easy
Right.
one. Yeah. The Departed, remake from Hong Kong. Infernal Affairs. It says Infernal Affairs. Yeah, it says Infernal Affairs. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a remake. And I knew True Grit was. That was a John Wayne movie. Yeah, somebody last night, I couldn't remember that name, and they kept talking about, there's a guy that the other chat I hang out in over on TikTok. He likes Haley Steinfeld, and he never did bring up True Grit. True Grit's probably the best movie she's been in, her first movie to me.
Yeah.
But he never did bring that up. And I kept trying to remember the name of it. Say, have you seen True Grit? And I didn't. Okay. So let's see what we got over here on the chat. Okay. We've seen that already. Star Wars Born, the original, had Janet Gaynor. Okay.
Gino would know.
Yeah. Remake the Universal monster films without Tom Cruise.
Maybe they'll get that right someday, man. I swear. You know what would be great is redo each movie and then have it build up to a remake of Monster Squad. That would be hilarious. Just a big build up to Monster Squad remake.
Yeah, I don't, I'm the, how I feel about remakes, but the Monster Squad kind of is a Universal Classic Monsters.
Yeah, that's probably like the best Universal Classic Monsters team up that we've ever gotten. I'll be honest with you. And the makeup was great on all of them.
Okay, now we'll get into maybe let me try something here. Damn it, I'm gonna bring up another. I'm gonna do try 1960s remakes and try to get more out of it instead of just these. It's just give me like 3 examples for. We can do something. I'm sorry, we're doing a chat GPT kind of not here. I had to go to the doctor this afternoon, and I should have been more prepared. Of course, the Magnificent Seven, which was kind of a remake of the Seven Samurai, Akira Kurosawa. Obviously, Ocean's 11, The Time Machine. Yes, yeah. It doesn't say when. Oh, it was The Time Machine was 1960. I think it was that was a fairly recent remake, wasn't it? Last 15, 20 years, I think. West Side Story. I want to find that Time Machine, the original. It looks really cool. I think I've seen the newer one. I can't believe I haven't seen that. My Fair Lady was a remake. Direct film remakes in the 60s. Cape Fear. Mutiny on the Bounty. Marlon Brando movie. The Fly. Only thing it's not giving me like the new movies. It's kind of aggravating. Okay, that's what it brought up. That's pretty cool stuff there. I don't know why I'm not just bringing this up for you so you guys can see it too. Might as well.
If it's possible, come on now.
Yeah. There we go. But this picture right here looked really cool from The Time Machine. That's a pretty cool looking picture.
Oh yeah. That's a cool movie too. I like that movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not. There's some nights, so we apologize, everybody. There's some nights we're just not into it as much. I don't know. I just feel tired tonight for some reason. I don't know what's going on with me.
Yeah, I got a trip planned that we're leaving out when I'm done with work tomorrow, and my work is just like, oh, you wanna take a day off? Well, I'm gonna work the shit out of you now. So I've been getting home late on top of kids sports kicking back up. So that's exciting.
Got some 1970s here. We'll go back and do some of the earlier ones too for Gino. Oh, okay, let's see what we got here. No, you don't have to worry about my computer crashing.
We don't need that anymore, John. Especially tonight. I'll just be staring at everybody. I'd be like, if you left, I'm like, y'all want to see everything I pulled last week? Because it's still sitting here.
There were monster rally films like House of Dracula, House of Frankenstein that combined all the classic monsters.
Yeah.
Technically, the Hammer movies were also remakes of classic monsters with their spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen that. Now, the problem is with Windows 11, it doesn't, on this particular computer, it was built for Windows 10, so it's not, doesn't have the hardware. All the hardware isn't correctly. It just doesn't work. And if I install a certain new program, it tends to want to freeze it up for some reason. So I have to figure out what it was and delete it, and it's aggravating.
Yeah, Movie Hunter with the saying that he likes the remakes of RoboCop and Total Recall. RoboCop wasn't bad.
No.
I wish he would have had the face visor on more of it. It seemed like it was just all about, I don't know. He looked funny without the visor. Once he put the visor on, it was a cool look for him. It was definitely a redesigned, new, sleeker look for RoboCop, and it had good action and stuff. The Total Recall movie, I don't know. Total Recall is a weird ass movie to begin with, and you try to remake it. It's I don't know. It didn't do it for me.
I don't think I ever watched it. It was, I don't know why.
I just watched it.
I was curious.
I watched it once.
Yeah, but I never watched it.
Yeah, I watched it once, and I was just like, no, just give me Arnold. I'll be fine. But the RoboCop one was good. I wouldn't mind some more RoboCop, honestly. But like I said, they just once the visor went down, it was super. He looked awesome, but the majority of the movie had it up. Here's Bill chiming in. How about that Nightmare on Elm Street remake? Don't even talk about it. They're talking about doing it again, so hold on to your butts. Yeah. Let's see what we get this time.
Let's see, 1970s, we had that one was Invasion of Body Snatchers, yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And the front page, I don't even know. Oh, that was a Billy Wilder movie thing. See, that's just weird whenever they oh, is this hell? Okay. I'm sorry. I keep on mumbling. I'm trying to figure out what it's doing here. It has the front page. I don't know if it has inspirations or what. Oh, it's okay. The front page is a remake of His Girl Friday. Okay. And earlier version of the same play. Okay. It says directed by Billy Wilder. That must be a very late Billy Wilder movie. But because His Girl Friday was directed by Howard Hawks, it said, and the thing was, Howard Hawks is a great director, and he directed this movie. Done a lot of stuff. We had the King Kong, obviously, the 76 King Kong.
Oh, yeah. War of the Worlds. There's another one I just thought of right now. I actually enjoyed that remake with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Island Hopper in the chat coming back with the Poltergeist remake.
Hang on just a second.
No, sir. You're right. It was shit. I see your little turd emoji. You are right. It was shit, sir. That was one of those again. There's really no need for it, honestly. What was the other one I thought about just a second ago? I said War of the Worlds. What's the other one? See, this is what I get for being in the closet. Not like that, but like this.
Sorry about that.
You got a business meeting you gotta get to?
That was my grandmother calling whenever she.
Oh, look out. You
just
got to answer that.
Well, she's called out of the blue, so she had a problem with her knee the other day. So they had to take her to the doctor, but
Yep.
She's 89. She's 89, so.
Oh yeah, you get to certain ages, you that phone call gets picked up, no matter what you're doing. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. So, were you talking about?
No, I was talking to Bill up here chimed in with the Poltergeist remake, and I said, yeah, that was awful. And I had one on the tip of my tongue before he brought that up, and now it's just gone. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Yeah, that one guy I watched, he did a tour of the Poltergeist house. I think somebody owns it now, where they let people. Obviously, the interior is different, but they've kind of fixed it up. They kind of look like the in the movie, and they do.
Oh, nice.
I think it's like a Airbnb type thing. You can actually stay in it, something like that.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, the video's kind of about what's the little girl's name? There was controversy around it. She like died of something when she was still young, but but there's a lot of just rumors about it, and there was a lot of rumors surrounding it, but a lot of those are not true. Like she wasn't like sick during the filming of it or something like that, but she had some kind of weird thing happen to her, some medical thing.
Yeah, I remember that story from a while ago. But yeah, I remember when it happened, that was back in the day. There was no internet. You couldn't verify anything. So just rumors started going around like crazy.
Heaven Can't Wait was another 70s remake of Here Comes Mr. Jordan. Okay.
I like Here Comes Mr. Jordan title better. I'll be honest with you.
Why is this on there? They had the picture of Phantom of the Paradise. I don't know if you've seen that movie. That's a pretty cool one. It's like kind of a rock and roll opera.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty good one though. Three Musketeers was remade. Other noteworthy 70s remake. Three Musketeers, yeah. I guess it's based on the Three Musketeers. I imagine it says based on the Three Musketeers. Yeah.
I always thought that Man in the Iron Mask was probably one of the best Three Musketeers movies. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah. The House on the Left, 1972.
Oh yeah, Last House on the Left.
Is it Wes Craven?
Yep. The House on Haunted Hill. We had the remake of that.
Yeah.
Man, when I first saw that original House on Haunted Hill, there's this great scene where it's just this creepy ass old lady, and she's just in this scary position, and she's supposed to be floating, but you can hear the wheels because they just got her with a rope, and they're just pulling her across the room, and you can hear the. And the first time I saw that, I died laughing. It was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, I watched one of those. Mystery Science Theaters last night. It was The Bubble. They did the movie called The Bubble. It came out in late 60s, early 70s there, and it's basically like the Dome. You remember the Dome? That show, the Stephen. It's like that. It's that story, but it's sort of like it. They're trapped underneath the dome, but all the people are like zombie-like in there, like because they've been brainwashed. So everybody's just kind of walking around, just saying mumbling a couple of words. But there's a scene in there for some reason they're in a bar and like it's very early in the movie. So and the guy orders some drinks and all of a sudden like the server tray just lifts up and is floating around and they make a comment say about you can clearly see the wires. I mean, it's not even done very well, but you can clearly see the wires floating around. But
Yes.
it's pretty funny.
I don't know why. I wish I could remember the movie and everything, but there was one of those Mystery Science ones that I watched, and there was like they were like adventurers that were like underground, and they came up to this wall that had like writing on it, and the guy went to wipe away the dirt, and one of their comments was just like, "Oh, great! Now you wiped it off. Now we don't know what it says." I don't know why, just the way they said it and the way that the scene was happening. I don't know why that just stuck with me. It was just funny how they did it.
Yeah,
That was great.
the show is really funny sometimes. Sometimes it's really good. The only thing I didn't like about not the current season, I thought season 13 was really good because I didn't really talk about it last week, but they brought back Joel and there's 3 different hosts and they added Emily, which is a girl.
Oh, okay.
And they gave Crow like I guess it's a female voice for her on her. There's 2 different sets of bots and like Emily has a set and now Joel uses Emily's set of bots, but why am I forgetting the other guy's name? But he has the original set with him, which is the original voice actors with him, but they're the same bots with Emily. But the thing was, is a lot of people complain, oh, they're putting a girl on or whatever. But I thought she was actually pretty good. The girl that played her, I can't remember her last name, but she was actually a puppeteer herself, not so much for the show, but she did it in real life. So but she's like really funny too. And the girl that's playing Crow is really, really good. Like she's got really good timing with whoever she's working with. So it's like, and it's really funny. So it works, but they still call him a he though. So it's not like they switch. They still refer to the Crow as a boy, even though it's got a more feminine voice.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But it was good because they team up at the end, but it's not, for some weird reason, instead of having them all in the same room, they bring one set on first and then the next and the next. But it's cool they brought Joel. They pulled Joel out of the past. Like so they go back to the past and they pulled him, but they didn't bring his bots with him. So he has to use Emily. So it's pretty funny.
Anyway, it works.
That show, it's got Patton also on there. And Patton, he used to be really funny. Like one of his first albums, Feeling Kind of Patton, is hilarious. And then he has another one that's good, but then he got kind of political and stuff, kind of bullshit, so, but he's funny on that. He works in the Mads position. So,
oh yeah.
Probably ran everybody out of here now talking about Mystery Science Theater.
No, I think Movie Hunter and Island Hopper Bill over there, they're giving us some good titles I've been noticing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think Mitchell's the best one though. It's the last episode for Joel. In my personal opinion, there's several. It's always in the actual top 5 of polls, but I don't know. That one was just it's a Joe Don Baker movie.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's just absurd. And I think if all of them I think they may have done an extra, a lot better job writing that last episode where it's going to be Joel's last. And it's just like, I mean, they just run him into the ground on that movie. I mean, it's fucking fun because it's just, the whole movie's kind of absurd. That's a good one. But the problem I had with, I'll bring up some of your guys' things here in a second. Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the most recent trilogy set of Planet of the Apes was awesome.
Oh, but the early the season 11 and 12. There, 12 was technically, I think, the 6 episodes on Netflix, and the first one they had experimented with they developed some software so they could share it amongst a bunch of comedians, and it was a sync type software so they could like write the jokes in a certain time position so everybody's jokes would line up, and so they could choose different jokes, and they had like this, like it was almost like rapid fire, and it was just them telling them really fast for like the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I just didn't like it because what was fun about the original, you turned on in the afternoon and it would be like you were just kind of hanging out with these guys. There would be pauses in the middle, and then they'd comment, and sometimes it was like casual. And I mean, other movies, there's obviously more activity when it's a funnier, there's easier places to riff and things like that. But some movies, but it's felt like it just had a different ambiance than the new one did. But I think it slowly kind of regressed back to the older after the first few episodes. So sorry, I like Mystery Science Theater.
I do too. I need to get back into it, or I guess go back and revisit it. I guess would be the way to say it.
I wish they would go back and release the seasons of it, because they only had those packs where you could only get like 4 movies per pack, and I've got the vast majority of them. But I wish they'd release season 1, season 2, season 3. Let's see. The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Some 80s remakes, obviously The Thing. The Fly, yes, we already talked about that. The Blob, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Invaders from Mars. Yeah. Yeah, the 80s was like you even seen it kind of mixed in with the styling of the 80s a little bit. You seen like kind of a 50s, 60s retro thing that kind of came back in it a lot of times. So they were kind of like remaking a lot of the movies from like the 50s and 60s. Dune, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dune is when it's like right here. Yeah, that was that's the original.
That was a good addition too.
David Lynch. That's a pretty good edition right there. I just bought the regular 4Ks of the other 2, but I pulled Dead Man out of there for some reason. Yeah, those versions. So nothing special on that end. You probably got the good ones, though, didn't you? You probably got steelbooks, don't you? But what else we got? Flash Gordon got remade. Yep, Flash Gordon got remade. Definitely. That Scarface. Breathless. Yeah. I don't know if I've seen the Richard Gere Breathless, but I've certainly seen the original, the Godard original. See what we got over here. Oh, you saw the Blob? Oh, that's cool. Blob in 88. Yes, absolutely. Little Shop of Horrors. I don't know if I've seen the original. I can't remember. That'd be an interesting one. I need to buy that, find that, and buy it. I can't remember if I've seen it or not. All right. Hopefully this isn't boring you guys too much doing it like this, but it's just a good way to try to pull in the bulk of stuff from each of these eras. All right, let's do that. 1990s remade movies.
Got invaded by the baby.
No problem. Okay. We're gonna move on to some '90s remakes here.
Ooh.
Cape Fear. Yep.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Got Bram Stoker's Dracula.
That was a very good one.
Yep. Absolutely. The Haunting.
Oh yeah. Forgot that was a remake.
And yeah, somebody said put Footloose here and Roadhouse. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Footloose definitely didn't need to be remade, or Roadhouse.
Yeah.
It's just too close of a gap when they originally came out, and they're classic, and I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just remake. I don't like when like classics got remade. And I was thinking one that got remade is Straw Dogs. It got remade. The shit, what's his name? I don't know. Sam Peckinpah. The Sam Peckinpah made.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the original's like freaking classic. And why do you remake that? I didn't even watch the remake to even see if it's. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be good because it's a remake, but it's just aggravating when they do that.
It's not needed.
Yeah. I want to say hey to anybody over there on Instagram if you guys are watching. We apologize. It's hard for us to. It don't come up on my StreamYard. It's not linked in for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Okay, crime dramas that were made. Scarface. We talked about that early. Sin of a Woman.
Oh.
Yeah. The remake was called Profumo di Donna. I don't know how they pronounce it. Donna. Must be Italiano. That's what it sounds. Okay, The Mummy. Yep. That was a Karloff movie. Boris Karloff, excuse me. Godzilla, yeah. Seemed like every time I rewatched the 98 Godzilla, it's not as horrible as I remember it. You know, I don't know why. It's not great or nothing. But The Nutty Professor, yes, that was a remake. 101 Dalmatians, that was remade. Remake of Looper. I liked Looper. That was a good movie.
I did too.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Acres of Land. We forgot all about it, answering some of your questions. I apologize. I've completely lost track. Oh, okay. Best action finale in a movie. Ooh, that's actually good. That's actually a good question right there. Best action finale in a movie.
Best action finale.
God, there's so many.
Would the city exploding in Fight Club count as that?
That's a pretty good one.
That's pretty action, you know?
Trying to think of some of those Bruce Lee movies. Not so much the Enter the Dragon, but some of the other movies were pretty good. Like because like Game of Death, I think that's a finale that's really good because it's actually Bruce Lee because he filmed all the action stuff first. He just didn't film all like the drama section, you know, the just the regular stuff. So that's one the guy that came in is just wearing sunglasses. It looks weird. They had him fill the other scenes in, but it does give you some interesting tidbits on here. It says what defined 1990s remakes: the rise of CGI and digital effects.
Yeah,
bigger emphasis on A-list stars, definitely. More genre shifting, like horror, action, like The Mummy. Okay, increase in international remakes, especially from Europe and Japan. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Little.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess when a new star comes up, first thing the studio thinks, instead of let's find some movies for you. They think of what movie would you look good in that's already been done, and we'll just remake it with your face.
Yeah.
Try to make as much money off of it as possible.
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings, that's definitely probably might be the king of one of the
Oh
king.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I never do give her a direct answer on that stuff because they're such a good worded questions that, at least as terms as thinkers, things you got to think. Because I mean, so many movies I've seen, so many action movies. How, what can you think of? The best. I mean, that's because that's such a broad answer, but it's such a good question.
I think I have a good idea for Stacy.
Yeah.
I think part of once we're done with this show, Stacy, we're gonna go back and look at your questions, and we're gonna pick one, and we're gonna make it the theme of next week's episode. Because
Yeah.
that's how detailed some of your questions can get. Like we could sit
Yeah.
here and think and think and think, but like
Yeah.
like John's lucky he's got most of his collection right there behind him. My collection's out there, and I need my collection to be able to kind of see and rethink about things. And I think we should do that. I think at the end of this episode, Stacey, whatever our theme is next week is going to be based on a question that you ask here tonight. Because, like John said, you always ask great questions that just involve so much thinking that I'm too old to try to figure out. But give me a week, and I bet I can do it.
Yeah. I mean, if I can think of a few things, but of course, like Lord of the Rings is great.
Yeah.
I mean, like everything's popping to the top of my head, like The Matrix is
pick
good.
a Rocky movie,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. The Rockies, really all of them for the most part.
Any of the
I
John
mean,
Wicks. That's great, especially the
yeah,
last one.
yeah,
Last one, that build up to the ending was nuts.
yeah. Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Kill Bill Part 1 especially, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oprah and Ishii fights was really good. Some 2000 remakes here is come up. The Ring. Yeah, that was a Japanese. That's actually something I need to buy the Japanese version. The Japanese version is supposed to be really fucked up.
Oh, really? I don't think I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, it's a Japanese movie.
Wow.
Yeah, it was called Ringu with a U in the end.
Okay.
It says help launch the wave of J-horror movies, remakes, J-horror remakes, excuse me. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't think I watched the remake because it's, like I said, I don't watch a lot of them, but I did like the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah,
I thought
that
that was
remake was
good.
very good.
Yeah. Amityville Horror. I've
Oh,
seen the
yeah.
original, but I don't think I've ever seen the remake of it. Halloween. I don't know if that's something we talk about. The horror community talks about too much.
Oh, the Rob Zombie remakes?
Looks like it. Yeah, Rob Zombie. Is that pretty good or not? I don't know if I've ever watched that one.
I mean, the first one, it was interesting. The second one, it wasn't all that, but it was cool. I mean, it had some cool kills in it. I liked the more recent. Wasn't really a remake. It was more of a kind of basically like a part 3, honestly. But I liked it a lot better. But it wasn't bad. But the second one, that didn't do anything for me.
Okay, she's got another question here. This looks like it might be an interesting one.
Uh-oh.
You're on a spaceship. What spaceship from what movie and what planet from what movie you live on and what planet from what movie you go for vacation?
Oh, God. Stacy, shit. So let's see here. Let's break this down. First, let's focus on the spaceship. I got to go Enterprise. I mean, why not? That's going to have all your amenities, especially if you do like next generation Enterprise. From what movie? And what planet from what movie? Jesus. What planet do you live on, and what planet do you go to go on vacation? Let's see. What planet would I live on?
Movie Hunter said I would remake Logan's Run.
Oh yeah,
It's a good one. Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I mean, The Running Man's a remake. I'm sorry about that.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
Remade twice. It's like the Arnold's not the first one.
No,
I have the other one. I didn't even pull it. That'd been a good one to pull too. I have the other, the 60s. I think 60s or 50s. I can't remember. Sorry about that. I can't remember. I'm so bad about that. I can look it up right here. It's not in my head. It's just old school, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not in my head. I don't have any interest in looking it up.
No. We were alive a lot longer where we had to actually think about shit versus it being at our fingertips. So
yeah. I kind of phrased it wrong. I don't mean I don't want to look it up. It's because I don't want the knowledge. It's just, it wouldn't be something I wouldn't think about looking it up before. If I didn't know it, there would probably be, before the internet, there would probably been lesser ways to look it up other than if you read it in a magazine, like a special magazine, or you knew the movie itself, you knew the dates. I used to be really good with dates and stuff with history, but there's just so much information out there. It's just information overload. Oh, The Departed. Yeah, that was one. Planet of the Apes. Yes. We just covered that. King Kong. Yes. War of the Worlds. Yeah. I like that remake. It was all right. I like the original a lot better. You get that Technicolor. It just looks so cool. And 4K.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. How'd you feel about that? Versus
the Johnny Depp one?
Yeah.
Man, that was fucking weird.
I thought he looked weird.
I mean, it was definitely a Tim Burton movie. You got that from the look. The only thing about it that I really didn't like was the whole his daddy issues. I thought that was just kind of, I didn't need that. Which, granted, I mean, I've never read the original book. Was that in there? I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it was. I've read it, but it's been a long, long time ago.
But it's just, I don't know. I mean, with the way he was playing the character, it didn't really work for me. Oh, that part of it. It was a fun movie, but man, he really went after it on that one. It was weird, but I don't know. I mean, it's Willy Wonka. You can't really complain about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be weird. No matter who remakes it, it's going to be weird.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be more accurate to the book, but I just thought his look in the movie. I think it's how he looks in the. I think he looks like it in the drawings of the book. I think a little bit. I think that's why. I don't know. I just think. I always forget his name. Freaking the first guy. Why am I? Gene Wilder, excuse me. Wilder. I just thought he looked more friendlier. He pulled off a more friendly. The movie's a lot friendlier to me. I didn't mind that newest movie that came out, that Wonka movie. I didn't hate that. The Timothy Chalamet movie.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know if we necessarily needed a prequel to Wonka, but the story was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer her question up here. I'll answer part of it, and then it's not necessarily a movie; it's an anime. But I like
that counts.
I always like the name of the ship, the Outlaw Star, which was the name of the. It's like the name of like several of the Sunrise. Their series is like the Cowboy Bebop. The Bebop was the name of the ship, and they named several of their series after the names of the ship. But Outlaw Star was that. But it basic. I don't remember what it takes place, I think, basically in our solar system for the most part, and our universe, so most part. So I don't really have an answer for the planet and everything, since
Yeah,
we only
and it's
since
tricky.
our planets are inhabitable except for Earth for the most part, and Mars, but Mars is technically not inhabitable, but it could be, or it once was probably.
I'll take a vacation to Sky City, whatever planet that was on. I'm sorry if I don't. I know Star Wars stuff, but I don't know Star Wars stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
But
was it Alderaan?
I don't. What was that on? Was Sky City in Alderaan? I don't remember.
I'm bad
But,
with that stuff too.
Yeah,
There's
my brother.
people.
My brother's more about that than I am. So
Okay. Hills Have Eyes remake was brutal. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Mission Impossible was a movie series remake of a television show
Oh, that's true.
series. I have that Blu-ray set, and it's cool to have all of it, but it's the most flimsiest box I've ever seen for such a. I think it was a Mill Creek Blu-ray remake. It's like a cube, but it's got like the thinnest cardboard surrounding it. It's not like a nice like hard
Oh
cardboard.
yeah.
And it's like feels like it's gonna break. The bottom's gonna fall out of it while you're carrying it. I don't know why they do that stuff. I
I
mean,
had a
go ahead.
no. I was gonna say I have it's a steelbook box set for Breaking Bad, and I forget the artist's name, but he did his crazy ass artwork on all the steelbooks, and then they made a box for it with his artwork, but that box is like paper thin and it's holding steelbooks. I'm like, what was the point of this?
I forgot about that Steve Martin Pink Panther remake.
Oh yeah, that's true. That was funny though. It wasn't anything Steve Martin. Come on now.
Yeah. Did they make a part 2 of that? Yeah, there was a 2. Huh, I didn't even know that.
They're
I'm pretty
making
sure.
they're making a Pink Panther with oh shit. Why am I blanking on who it is right now? It was right there. See, this is what we're talking about being old. Huh, that's gone.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I can look it up here in a minute.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's going to be the Pink Panther.
Oh, that might be really cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, that's very interesting, actually, because I could see that actually working.
Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because I can't think of any off the top of my head. I can't really think of any comedic like white actors, but I can see him being able to pull off the Clouseau. Kind of, I don't know why. I can't think. I mean, except maybe like Jim Carrey or somebody, but Jim Carrey from his prime, not Jim Carrey now so much. That's the only person I could think maybe to do that. But that would have been kind of Steve Martin in the 2000s. That would have been the age I would want to see Jim Carrey do it. But Steve Martin is also obviously really good for that as well. Yeah, I need to look for that on Blu-ray because I haven't seen that in a long time. There's some movies I've seen that never bought on any kind of physical media.
I've got too much physical media that I haven't seen, so I got the opposite problem. So
Yeah. Major, we got some 2010 remakes here. Let's see here. Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah. I liked the first one. The second one was weird.
Oh, why did it do that for? I asked for 2010 movie remakes, and it brought up Disney. Maybe it'll jump past Disney, but that Disney's for Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King. I'm just going through them because we all know these. Okay, horror remakes. Yes. Evil Dead. I never watched that remake. I just kind of refused to see it remade into like an actual horror movie because it was always like a horror comedy, you know.
It was good, but you're right. It didn't need to be done.
Yeah. Carrie. Yep, that's a good one. That's all right remake. Action sci-fi. We got RoboCop. Yep. Total Recall. Yep. Like I said, I never did see the remake. It's just there's some movies I just can't. I loved that as a kid, the Arnold Total Recall, and it's just I can't see it remade because it was so good the way it was. You know, the practical effects and stuff. It was so good, and I'm sure they had to do the woman with 3 tits though in there just to. I bet it was. I haven't seen it, but I bet it was. Just
and
because.
Plus, you know, there was such like twists and turns, and when you try to remake it, it's one of those things. If you don't do the twists and turns, people are gonna be like, "Well, this wasn't Total Recall." But then if you do, it's like, "Well, I already know it's coming." So it was just kind of unnecessary for me.
Okay, let me see. We'll try to catch up with somewhere. See where we're at here. Mission Impossible. Let's see what this said. A Crystal Lake flops cast Meryl Streep and Pam Voorhees, Chalamet as Jason. Okay.
Chalamet as Jason. Come on now. He's his scrawny ass. No, thank you. The Meryl Streep casting's good though.
Yeah. Is that a new one coming out? The Crystal Lake thing.
There's a series coming out that's going to focus on the mom.
Okay.
It's the lady. What's her name? She played Velma in the live action Scooby-Doo movies, and she was also part of like the MCU. She was like Hawkeye's wife. I forget the actress's name though.
Yeah, she was in Freaks and Geeks. She's
she's in Freaks and Geeks. But yeah, she's got the role of his mom.
Oh, okay. God, what's her name?
I know it's I could see her face, but I cannot remember her name.
I should know it. I love Freaks and Geeks. Yeah, I'll think about it here in a minute, or 10 minutes after I'm off the air. Let's see here. Okay, best picture Oscar winner of 21st century. Oh Jesus, that's. I'd have to look and see who all's been nominated. I can't even think. Will Smith. I'll just tell you Will Smith.
That was golden.
Oh, the 21st century, though. Oh, shoot.
It's another one of those I would need to list in front of me.
I should know this. Used to watch the Academy Awards back in the day when it was still good to watch, you know. And
I know I saw something about this. The viewership for this last one was just in the tank. Like it was bad.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's really the politics. It's just the movies, I think. Because there was some in there. What I seen of it, there was some. I watched it briefly because I got on there on TikTok on that group we talking there, and they were watching it, so I watched a few minutes. I did want to watch it for the Huntrix performance of from K-pop Demon Hunters. I did want to see that performance, and
they ended up winning too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it won Best Song and Best Animated Feature, I believe. I liked it a lot, but I can understand people didn't. I didn't like the male people. I hate the look. I do not. I'm not a K-pop person at all.
Right.
It has a lot to do with the guys look so. You know what? They're very feminine looking. The way
they look fake. They look like dolls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know if there has to be some of the music's good, but I tend to, when it's Asian music, and tend to lean towards Japan because they had, to me, they have, obviously Korea has a heavily US pop culture influence, but Japan's like, they've been doing it long enough. They've kind of twisted it on there. So it's really strange. I really enjoy it. But let's see what else. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm getting behind on your. God, wow, you guys are hammering the comments. I'm so sorry. But let me try to get through some of these.
Let's catch up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know best picture. I mean, if it's a question of who should have won versus who, who did win, I don't know. Only beats Gene Wilder. No, he was great. Yeah, the Firefly class ship. What was that class ship on that? I forget what it was called. It was a Firefly class ship, wasn't it? Yes, you're correct about that. Cloud City. Okay, yeah. Cloud City Vacation. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Steve Martin outside your estate right now. What do you have him sign?
Ooh, what do I have good of Steve Martin? Probably just grab the Jerk DVD or Blu-ray. Be like, sign this now.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to watch that TV show he's on. I think it might be good. The one with him and Martin Short and.
Oh, it's supposed to be awesome. I'm surprised I've never, because they're on season like 3 or 4 now, maybe more than that.
Well, if you're like me, I don't watch TV hardly.
I know.
Yeah.
I've got series that we haven't even finished. Like, we're into them, but we haven't even finished them.
I mean, I watch some Netflix, but it's like on FX or something. It's like on a regular.
It's either they. It might be Apple. I don't remember what it's on. It might be Apple.
On Apple, I definitely don't get it. Not because I don't. I don't own Apple products, and technically I can get it on Roku, but
that's like that Severance show. I've been wanting to watch that, but I think I haven't got to it.
I'm trying to think of something permanent he could sign. It's like a rock. I got a big rock out here. He could either graffiti or chisel his name into. That'd be kind of cool.
He's out there just hammering away.
Oh, no. Better Mailman, Rocketeer or The Flash?
Oh shit, probably The Flash.
Yeah.
Rocketeer involves fire. That's just not going to go well.
Yeah, and Rocketeer can vibrate between space and time too.
Yeah, right.
He can get there pretty fast. He can probably deliver to every person on Earth before.
Yeah, for sure.
Before I can walk downstairs. The Breaking Bad with artwork kind of looks like. Oh, okay. So that's probably more an internal conversation. Pink Panther going to MGM, Amazon, not Netflix. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who you cast as Carmen Sandiego?
Ooh.
I thought I seen something the other day where somebody was mocking that or something, or it was a real thing. I think somebody was mocking it, but they actually had like some kind of AI art up of it. And I forget who they had as Carmen Sandiego. I cannot remember that. Somebody was talking about it though. That's kind of coincidental. Oh, let's see. Carmen Sandiego. Oh, what about, how do you spell her? I can't think of how I don't see her name in my head right in front of me. The woman from Modern Family, Vieira.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, she would look the part, but she's really hard to understand. She's going to be giving me clues. I'm going to be like, what? Come again?
It's modern actresses and actors. I don't ever remember their names because there's so many of them. Let's see here.
I'm trying to picture
Haley Atwell, maybe just because she's hot. I don't know. She's a agent, Agent Carter.
Yeah, right.
Agent Large Plots of Lands McGee. Okay, here. Still haven't seen the new Running Man. No, I have not. I've got it right here, and I might watch it tonight.
Yeah, I still need to watch it too. I also
Linda Cardellini. Thank you. We're behind.
there we go.
Linda Cardellini. Yeah, she was also in Grandma's Boy too. If you remember that, she kind of become what's his name's girlfriend on there. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's see here. What we got now? I'm still need to get into one battle after another.
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing, like, at first all I heard was great news. And here lately, I've been hearing like more people like, I'm not getting this. I'm not into this at all.
Well, from the get-go, it's kind of got an ominous viewpoint of like political viewpoint. It's always, you can tell by the way it's presented, it's going to be one way, but if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. And I love P.T. Anderson. It's just, I don't know why because he has really kind of strayed away from direct politics for most of his movies. And I don't know why he kind of leaned into that with this so much. I mean, I don't know if he's really incorrect about some of their assessments of our current situation, but it's just kind of, I think it kind of takes a blow at kind of the people more, so it's kind of punching down in their own way. Okay, let's see what Acres Land. Sorry, I don't want to get political, so I'm trying not to do that too much on a main show, when it's not just people talking behind the curtain, make a Ziggy cartoon strip movie.
There you go.
Question.
Green light.
Sure. Who should direct Grand Theft Auto?
Michael Bay.
Well, if he did it, if it was done as well as Ambulance was.
Yeah.
Ambulance
that's kind of what I was thinking.
A good movie of his.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was seeing when I was picturing that. But yeah.
When the acting's good in it and the dialogue and stuff's good in it. It's not like the Transformers movies where, and it's not, I mean, that's one of those debates, people. I kind of look over that a little bit in the Transformers movies, but it is over top a little bit. Shia LaBeouf, especially, and stuff sometimes. And I look over it for the most part. But after rewatching them, I've rewatched them recently, and I don't know which ones are worse, the Shia LaBeouf or the Mark Wahlberg, because Mark Wahlberg's kind of annoying sometimes. He just goes on and on and on too much, especially the first movie where he's like way overprotective of his daughter, and it's just like annoying to an annoying extent. Like it's something that a single dad especially wouldn't be doing,
Right.
You're like a fucking senior. She's like a senior in high school or something. You can't go ride around with your friends because you're afraid, or you can't hang out with boys. It's like, it was ridiculous. I mean, I know there's people like that, but I mean, it's just, but that was almost on the level of like the Amish or something. Okay. Best win is Return of the King. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
See, there's another one. He don't like it.
I have a feeling but I don't like to judge something until I see it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was talking about Begonia earlier. It's like, I mean, Save the Green Planet to me is a lot better movie. It was just, I think there's more to it. I felt like Begonia was good, don't get me wrong, but it was a little subdued to me. It was something, it was just not, I didn't think it was as great as they made it out to be, but it's a really good movie though. But definitely check out Save the Green Planet. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to order that one.
Oh, Arnold says, let's go to the beach. Okay, let's go to the beach, y'all. What movie do? Excuse me. What movie I do in person commentary for you? Arnold says, let's go to the beach, y'all. What movie I do in person commentary for you? I don't know. I don't understand that 100%. I'll get back to that one. WB Paramount calls you. They said, should we remake Micah Monroe New Fugitive? Should we make a Micah Monroe New Fugitive? Nope, no remakes. The original is fantastic as it is. Sorry, I don't make people mad about that, but I just don't like remakes. I don't like them. There's very few movies that's been remade that needed to be remade or that have actually turned out good. There's a few, don't get me wrong, there's a few, but or at least if you're going to remake something, make sure it's like something from like when they were making stuff from the 50s and stuff, like make sure there's a large gap there. I mean, it's been a while since technically the Fugitive's been made, but don't remake classics. It's just, it goes back to the Straw Dogs thing. It's like I made a comment other night to somebody. I was like, those retards will remake Gone with the Wind.
They would.
Yeah. They've just lost all creativity in Hollywood to some degree. I thought this year there's been some movies. Like, I do want to see that new Ryan Reynolds movie, or not Ryan Reynolds, excuse me. What is it called? What's it?
The Ryan Gosling movie?
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go see that Monday. I'm going to go to the IMAX over here.
What's it called? Like, what's it? Operation something?
Why am I blanking right now? Hail Mary. Operation Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary. Sorry. Thank you, Movie Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like a trailer for it when the last time I was at the IMAX screen here, and it looked amazing on the IMAX screen. So I was like, well, if I'm going to see it, I want to see it like that. Monday was the soonest I could go see it because it's sold. Like all the good seats are sold out until Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. Everything's getting like that. It's so, I mean, I know movies have been selling out for a while since like that, but I just feel this weird, like Disney adulting of everything. Everything's, it's so bizarre. It's like even like the Evangelion, like a shirt I'm wearing, it's like, I see so many pages. Like when I first talked to Kai, that girl I interviewed,
yeah.
After I talked to her, I went to her. I commented on like one of her posts. That's how I first talked to her. She had put up some of her figures, and I was like, "Yeah, I like these figures, and they're affordable." After that, I was inundated by Evangelion. I was like, man, growing up, people were very split on the Evangelion. You loved it or hated it, and all these people. And I think what spurs a lot of people who like anime, or people who claim to like anime, and especially girls, are the cosplay ability of it. They try to find and Evangelion's very cosplay because the girls wear the tight plug suits in there, and they're like the skin tight suits, so it's something they can cosplay. But nobody ever gets really original. They don't go back and look at something like Gunbuster, like the way their girls dress. They dress in like these kind of 80s leotard, like bathing suit type of things, but they
right.
It's just something I never seen anybody go back and cosplay. And other movies, there's other things out there, but it's just so weird. I've seen that rise of cosplay too. Like when I first got on Instagram in the early 2010s, I remember seeing more and more of those sites. I mean, these girls kept popping up. It was like every other site that would pop up was like cosplay girls. And I'll look all day long. It's just weird. It was just weird. And I just feel like everything's became like it. It's just something I know I complain about a lot on here. It's just hard to put in words the experience. Everything's like that. It's just people have glommed onto stuff that normally people wouldn't.
Yeah.
Let's see here. No, don't remake Smokey and the Bandit. They actually, believe it or not, they kind of did remake it. It wasn't a movie. It was a TV series. I don't know if anybody remembers it. It was called. I think they were like these weird Saturday or Sunday afternoon movies they ran in like the 90s, mid 90s or something. But it was called Action Packed, and one of the characters was. It was basically the Smokey and the Bandit character, but I don't know if he went by Bandit. I think he did, but instead of like a Trans Am, he had like a Dodge Stealth. If you remember those from a black Dodge Stealth, yeah. But it was supposed to be a group of different stories they would tell each week. It was what it's supposed to be, but they were called Action Packed. It's kind of strange. I seen that come up the other day. Somebody was talking about it, but I remember because I liked that a lot because I think Amy Dolan's was in it. There was this girl that popped up in a movie once, and me and my friends always talked about her all the time. She was in several of those 80s movies, but her name was Amy. She's this blonde girl. I mean, it wasn't real special. She was good looking, but she would show up in all these. She was kind of in those. She wasn't in any of like the softcore or nothing like that, but she was in like those kind of made for TV movies, but the ones that would run on HBO and Showtime and stuff, but they weren't the dirty movies. They were just like kind of the regular movies, B movies and C movies. Right. But she was in several of those, but she showed up in there. I was like, that's why I always remember it. All right, Acres of Land's got another long one. Jeff Bridges as Mr. Furley, Chalamet as Jack Tripper, Cindy Sweeney as Chrissy, Anne Hathaway as Janet. Who for Mrs. Roper and Mr. Roper? Okay. Who's old?
I know, right?
Two old people. Acting. Mrs. Roper, Mr. Roper. Yeah, I think of somebody kind of like Don Knotts. Mrs. Roper, I don't remember as much, but I definitely remember Mr. Roper because there was a show called The Ropers too. That's why I rebought that last box set that really wasn't worth buying of the. I don't know why I did that for. Because it had the Ropers included with the Three's Company box set they released a while back.
Oh.
And I think the version I had was that cheap ass box set they had from Mill Creek that just had them in the slips or something like it. So I rebought it, but it's like one big box, but it had the Roper, but it wasn't, when you opened it up, it was just like the stack of DVDs in there, in the envelopes. Let's see. I don't know. Old actors. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if we're missing your guys' comments. Project, but you guys, I appreciate you guys leaving your comments though. Yeah, Project Hail Mary. We're behind too. I'm sorry, we're slow on this.
Let me see if I can skim through these.
I'm sorry, I don't know any old actors I can think of, especially ones that would play a remake of a TV show too. And it don't need a remake, but it might be funny if they made like a movie Three's Company. It might be interesting if they did that. I don't know where it would go because but all those other people you mentioned there's be pretty interesting. Wasn't bad. But as far as the old, I'm trying to think of some old actors that would be good. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. What comments for what commentary for what Arnold movie you do with him? He says no Terminator. Pick other one. I don't understand those. What commentary for what Arnold movie you do? Like commentary for like a DVD commentary or something like.
I think so.
He says no Terminator. You pick another one. Okay, like commentary for okay.
I'll do Twins.
Okay, yeah. Let me think. I don't know. Like,
Last Action Hero.
yeah, I was thinking that already. But I like True Lies. I always really like True
Oh
Lies.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. I'm trying to think some of this older, but like when you get, Conan's good. But True Lies is like, as far as a little bit more modern. I really like True Lies. That's one of my favorite. Tom Arnold in it and everything. That combination's just good. The whole deception with who's the guy that plays the car dealer? You were sitting really still, Jody, until your eyes blinked. I thought you were frozen.
I was trying to. Sorry, I'm over here. Like, yeah, Stacy's blowing up the chat, and so I've got it where I can read it and skim through it. So I'm going through some stuff too. I'm trying to help you out and bring up some stuff that she said. Sorry, I was I was locked in.
Yeah.
There was one she did. It's probably the next one you're going to get to, but I still think it's funny. But if Nick Nolte was 25, would he be a good Captain America? No. No. Maybe Nick Fury. Let him do Fury.
Movie Hunter was saying lots of people are using the movie passes to pre-order seats at movies, then never show up. Sold out show with 25% of the people. Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb. I thought about doing that at the Regal, but then you still get upcharged for IMAX. So he doesn't and I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a Regal semi close by. There's another one that's a little better, a little bit further. The big IMAX screen is at Opry Mills Mall, which is about 35 minutes away. But like I said, they like it's in the fine print. Like, yeah, you got this low monthly charge. You can go see as many movies as you want, but there's two fine prints. One is IMAX is more, and two is every theater is different. So if a theater charges a different price than what you pay for with your membership, you have to pay that difference. So it's like, I mean, I guess I'm either going to a movie for nothing or I'm going to a movie for a few dollars. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for me. It'd be cool to take advantage of it if I went to movies like multiple times a week, but
they were rumoring back in the day that, like, especially like when Marvel was, when Disney was releasing some of the Marvel stuff, and I guess Star Wars it was, but especially the Marvel stuff that they were buying out. They were buying seats in theaters when people were not actually there, just to make it look like it. Yeah, because people would go into theaters and they were like empty or fairly empty, and they would look online and the seats would be full, and then there would be nobody there.
That's crazy.
But it could be because of that, what they're saying there. But I don't know if all those people necessarily, I guess people do it, then they find out it's not good or something, then they do it or something. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Disney for doing that, especially when there's a lot of criticism being brought up again.
Oh, yeah. They're like, see, we sold out this theater 5 times.
Oh, the Nick Nolte. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know though. Who knows?
That's a good one.
Oh, what's better, Coach Carter or Remember the Titans? I don't know.
Probably Remember the Titans. I'm gonna go remember that Titans.
Yeah, I think so too. I believe so too. I can't. I always remember the Titans, but I can't remember much about Coach Carter. I did see it. I can't. I don't know. Yeah, I think I just remember the Titans. I believe. Oh yeah, that's right. I forget. That was Amy Dolan's father was Mickey Dolan's. Yeah. I knew there was a connection there. I forgot. I always forget about that. And I'm a big Monkees fan too. I just forgot. I forget her. Should have made that connection again. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I think I seen a video on her a while back, and as a kid, I did not know that. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Steve. Fudgy numbers with those free passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible they could have people out there almost like these YouTubers. People buy, they buy subscribers and stuff like that. And they could have people out there who just that either they're paid to do it or they give people accounts and they just say, well, here, put these movie passes in here so we can kind of pad the numbers a little bit. So I don't know. Seemed like a lot of money to throw out like that, Bo, but I guess some of these companies can afford it, but not by their numbers. A lot of them, like Disney and stuff, they're like massively in debt. But just like all of them, these companies are merging, but they're merging into other companies filled with debt. I just don't understand how
Right.
they do that, They're just, I mean, there is economics behind that economists understand. I don't understand all that stuff, but the problem is it's like, it's kind of like back during that little depression we had, back in 2008 when all the market kind of briefly collapsed there because of that bubble broke for the housing market bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And these companies, it's bad. I've been around Chrysler my whole life, and that people but all these companies, they shouldn't get bailouts. They should fail. They say they're too big to fail, but it's hard to do that. You say that, but you're putting a lot of people on the street too. I know, but I don't know the solution to it. They keep going and keep accumulating debt. I just don't know. It's just it's a hard answer for that. You get rid of, you let a company fail and thousands of people are put out on their ass, that's the hard part of it. And that's part of the reason why they do bail them out. Ultimately, it is for the people but I just don't know. The ones that need to be let fail are the banks, the people who are screwing people over, ultimately screwing people, the little person over for for the bank itself. A lot of times, those are the ones that need to be failed. It's like that movie, like The Big Short, and I think there was a movie actually called Too Big to Fail or something. I don't know what it was.
That sounds familiar.
And you get into like a Wall Street economics and stuff, some of that stuff like derivatives and things like that. Derivatives is, I don't even know how, most people don't even know how it works. It's literally like a sheet of paper, an equation is the size of a sheet of paper, how they figure out derivatives in the stock market. It's
above my pay grade. I'm out. I can't do it.
I think when they short when they short stocks is like, see that happened before 9/11, like a couple days before, or maybe a week before, like they knew it was going to happen. They started betting against like the airline companies. It's basically you bet against them to fail.
Right.
To lose money. And then when they do, people make money from it. So it's like really weird stuff. I'm sorry I used the 9/11 example, but it actually did happen before 9/11. It's like usually it's usually like an insider kind of trading kind of thing.
Yeah.
When people do it successfully. But it's happened before many different events too. Well, we've actually managed to make it just about to our 2-hour mark. Just kind of rambling on.
We got close.
Not a horrible show.
Well, I definitely like the ideas. So, if Stacy, I'm sure you're still here. We're gonna go through the chat tonight, and we'll do at least one. But hell, we might be able to pull two out of there to make a whole show out of. Since I don't think we have a guest for next week. I think that would be fun because then we'd all have time. We'd all have time to go through your magnificent questions and be able to pull some stuff. I know. I think I saw two that would be a good fun time on a show that we could probably combine into one show, and hopefully next week we'll have the whole gang here. Lauren should be back, and hopefully Mike feels better. I know he's been down and out here off and on, so
yeah.
Hopefully he'll be with it. And I think let's see, next week, what is it? Tuesday, I'll be on what is his channel name? Is it Mega Mike or Mike Mega? I never remember. I think it's Mega Mike. Is it Mega Mike? It is Mega Mike, the movie man. I'm gonna be going up against Jake for it's like a steelbook war. As this is gonna be interesting. There's gonna be several rounds and we get to show off some steelbooks. So that's gonna be on Mega Mike's channel on Tuesday evening. I think it's gonna be around maybe like 8 Central, something like that.
Nice.
So that's going to be fun. But starting tomorrow, you won't see a lot of me because I'm going out of town. Peace out, Girl Scout. I'm going to be out of town because my birthday is Monday. So we take a little trip for my birthday. And I'll make that announcement on Instagram. Leave me alone, unless you want to send me birthday money. That's cool too. But yeah, that's my upcoming week until next Wednesday. How about yourself, John?
I don't have anything planned on. I don't have anything coming up this week. Probably just drop some TikTok videos and stuff like that. That's about it. And
been having some fun on TikTok. I like it.
Yeah, I just like being able to, it's just shorter format and more engagement, and it's just easier. And I can still be a little bit creative with my videos, at least the editing portion of them. I'm never that excited myself, but sometimes I can make one where I'm just like holding something up and then moving it around or something, or then sometimes I talk too. I think talking videos get better engagement though. I think people generally like those better with movies, especially.
Yeah.
There's other subjects that doesn't matter.
And I'm looking, I might have 1 or 2 things to show off for next week, unless I'm missing something. I'm just glancing right now. I'm just glancing at my Amazon orders, but it looks like I've only got a couple things coming. So there'll be a little bit going there. Maybe Lauren will pick up some stuff on her little trip and show off some stuff. But yeah, we're gonna figure out a good. We're gonna find a couple of questions from Stacy here tonight, and we're gonna come up with a good, fun show for all of us to participate in. So hopefully, Stacy, if you're still here, you'll be able to join us next week because it's going to be one of your questions, and we're just going to focus on it. It's going to be awesome. But I know we're early. We're like 10 minutes early, but I'm good if you're good, John. You want to dip out a little early?
Yeah, we can jump on out of here in a second. Yeah, thanks for everybody over on Instagram. I had about 5, 6 people over there tonight. I appreciate it.
Very nice. Very nice. Thanks to everybody in the chat here. Movie Hunter. Island Hopper, Bill over there, and of course Stacy. Anybody else that comment in the chat, if we got to you, awesome. If we missed you, sorry. But I love the participation. I love being here. This is a good little theme for tonight. Everybody chimed in with their thoughts, and we went through some times. We found some titles. I'm glad we had the list that you pulled up because I had to last minute start pulling, and I was drawing a blank. But once we started rolling with some titles, I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, hopefully maybe one day we'll get that Last Starfighter remake that I think we need. We need to work. Who do we need to write a letter to? I don't know. We'll make it happen. But
Well, everybody, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next week.
indeed.
Out of here.